Hey everyone, today we're talking about cellular respiration, which is one of the life processes that all living things do to survive. The acronym Mrs. Green can help you remember those 7 things: movement, reproduction, sensitivity, growth, respiration, excretion and exhalation to get 2 E's, and nutrition. But today we're just focusing on respiration. And we can call it cellular respiration because it happens inside cells. Cellular respiration is a chemical process that happens inside all living cells at some point. Cellular respiration is the way that cells can get energy from glucose, which is this huge molecule over here on the right. It's a molecule of a very simple sugar, glucose. But there are 2 ways of doing the process of cellular respiration. There's 2 ways to get the energy out of glucose. One is by using oxygen, and this is called aerobic respiration, or not using oxygen, which is called anaerobic respiration. And I'll break down what this means in a second. Aerobic respiration is more efficient, so you can think of the O2 molecules sort of as a key to unlock the glucose molecules a little better and get a little more energy out than if they would not use O2 for this process. Let's first take a look at aerobic respiration in humans to see how that works in us. When we exercise, our muscles are using lots of energy. So our cells need lots of O2, oxygen, to unlock enough energy for us to use. And there is a formula for how that works inside our cells. We have glucose, C6H12O6, plus oxygen, that little key, and as a result, we get water, H2O, CO2, and some of that energy that our cells can use to move when we're exercising. But when we exercise hard, our lungs can't bring in enough oxygen at a certain point. At that point, our cells can switch to the less efficient form of cellular respiration that does not need oxygen. And that's called anaerobic respiration. And here's how this works. We start still with glucose, and we end up with energy, but there's this other thing left over, and that's lactic acid is the waste product here. Lactic acid is the reason your muscles can feel like they're burning or aching or painful during or after hard exercise. Anaerobic respiration, that is method number 1 to do this process, to get energy without using oxygen. But there's another way to do it. And this formula looks like this. We're left with some different things at the end. And this one is ethanol. Unicellular organisms like yeast use this kind of anaerobic respiration. Ethanol is one of the waste products. Ethanol is the alcohol in wine and beer. So yeast turns some sugar in grape juice into the alcohol in wine. Yeast turns some sugar in grains into the alcohol in beer. It's just important to remember that cellular respiration must happen for cells to have any energy to use at all for anything they do.